So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 87 of our Portsmouth career mode, and we are going to be kicking off this episode with a game up against Newcastle. So it's going to be a difficult game for us, but we are going to be playing our second team lineup. The reason being, we have got Barcelona in just 4 days time. So we currently drew 0-0 against Barcelona at Fratton Park. Now we're going to be challenging them at the new camp, which is going to be an even greater task. But if we score one goal, they'll have to score two. So there's still a chance that we could go through to the semi-final of the Champions League. A lovely chance for us. We squeeze the ball through to Kishner. Kishner's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Can he find the back of the net? He can't, but it comes out wide to Frickson Martinez. And even Frickson, in the inspired form that he's in, can't find the back of the net from a very tight angle. A good chance for our right back. He's picked up the ball down the left-hand side. A lovely ball through to Ben Pedrosa. And Ben Pedrosa's shot is very tame, straight into the arms of Tim Krul. Ryan Gould on the ball, squeezing it through to our right back, Klosterman. Klosterman cuts back inside, trying to squeeze it back through to Ryan Gould, and the pass, to be honest, just wasn't on, was it? We squeeze the ball through to Naismith, who's just come on the pitch, and he cuts back inside, squeeze it through to Kishner. Kishner out wide to Banton, and Banton, who's also just come on the pitch, has a really good chance, and he fluffs it. He puts it wide of the post. So as the final whistle goes, we did have two really good chances in that game to try and pick up all 3 points, but it just wasn't to be. Tim Krul is my man of the match, as he did make a few good saves and did close down the angle a few times, denying us from having a few more goals than we actually did, as we could only manage 0 in that game. To be honest, that's not good in our standard. And from the player training, Zakaria Bakali has hit an 83 rating. So the best time for him to hit that next rating is before the next game up against Barcelona, which is going to be a massive one. So it's now time to move into the biggest game of this episode, and which is going to be a massive game determining whether we move into the next round of the Champions League, which is in fact the semi-final. We have got our first team line-out out, but it's not fully fit. As you can see there, the middle three, Bakali, Mastor, Bergwijn, aren't fully fit. Neither is Gomez at left back. So it's going to be a hard game for us, and if we're going to get anything from it, we're going to have to defend for our lives and score the very few chances that we're going to have in the game. So they got the first chance of the game. They play the ball into the middle, and we just about get a good enough contact on it, but Pogba puts the ball back inside, and I thought for a moment Shiplock had punched that into his own net, but he hadn't. But just 5 minutes into the game, Barcelona very much starting like the home side. Shiplock comes up. We've got to win that header. We do just about. Shiplock's on the floor for some reason at the far post. I don't know what he was doing. And Hernandez gets a really good block on that, pretty much saving a goal for ourselves. Shiplock hasn't had the most convincing of starts in the game, but he does come out and make the catch there, as we can now try and launch counter-attack, as Joe Gomez should try and find Kingsley Coman there, but he doesn't. Boca squeezing it through to Hachi Mastor. Mastor through to Bakali. Bakali to have a clean strike here. And Bakali's found the back of the net, but the linesman on the far side had his flag raised. And for a moment there, I thought we had scored a goal just before the half-time break. If he was offside, he was millimetres offside. Well, I suppose he was a yard offside, and it was a good call from the linesman. But I thought there, we'd taken a shock lead. Barcelona with a really good chance. They play the ball through to Jordi Alba. And Alba had a clear-cut chance there, and he scuffed it. Barcelona with another really good chance. They're not going to miss from there. And Lionel Messi hits the goal on the hour mark. And the Ballon d'Or winner goes ahead and picks up Barcelona's goal. Sloppy play from us. Ruben Loftus-Cheek couldn't get the ball from Suarez. He does very well to hold up. Joe Gomez showing his inexperience there, diving in against a quality player. You just can't do that. He fires the ball at the near post. Shiplock can't get near it. And we've got to find a goal from somewhere. Otherwise, we're out of the Champions League. Naismith with the ball through to Boca. Boca's on his right boot. He goes for goal. Ter Stegen hits it onto the post. And then Naismith's shot is also saved by Ter Stegen. And I think that might have been our chance. And Ter Stegen bailed Barcelona out with a fantastic save. So now 82 minutes into the game, we play the ball through to Yannick Boca. Boca with no one in sight is trying to create something. Squeeze it through to Hernandez, our centre-back, who's come up the pitch, squeezing it back through to Boca. We can't find any room whatsoever because Barcelona are on ultra defensive. Alves puts the ball in the box. It comes to Naismith at the far side, and Naismith's touch is awful, but Banton's still on it. He plays the ball to Hernandez. Hernandez tries to squeeze it through to Boca, and with just 2 minutes remaining, They try and dribble the ball out, which it doesn't work, and we can launch one last attack here as Joe Gomez plays a ball to Naismith. Naismith inside to Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek through to Coman. Coman takes on his man. Coman goes for goal, and Coman's shot goes blasting over the bar, and I think that is our last chance of the game, and we might have just been knocked out of the Champions League. So guys, the full-time whistle goes and we get knocked out of the Champions League by arguably the best side in the game. I thought we put in a quite good performance, to be honest, considering we played away from home. The man of the match does go to ter Stegen as he made 2 or 3 fantastic saves. We did in fact score a goal in that game, but it did get ruled out for offside. But I suppose it's what you get. We're Portsmouth. They're Barcelona. There's not much we can do. Inter Milan and Borussia Dortmund drew 2-2. PSG and Zenit drew 1-1. And Bayern Munich knocked Man City out. And obviously Barcelona knocked us out. But who would have thought we would have drawn at Fratton Park with Barcelona and then managed to knock out Real Madrid in the previous round? It was incredible. Our journey is just incredible. And I'm happy with what we've done. However, it's now time to move into the third and final game of the episode, which is going to be back in the Barclays Premier League away from home up against Cardiff at Moulton Road. So hopefully we can bounce back from our loss to Barcelona in the Champions Cup by go ahead and picking up all 3 points up against Cardiff. Good chance for Cardiff early on as Noon cuts back inside, plays the ball through to Fabio, and our goalkeeper just about gets out in time as we manage to sniff out the danger. But we got a chance to go on the counter-attack here as they've actually pushed so many bodies forward. We'll squeeze it through to Bakali, Bakali through to Boca, Boca's taken on his man, squeezing it through to Bergwijn, Bergwijn cuts back inside, Bergwijn to try and find the back of the net, he does strike it, and his shot goes whiskers, inches, centimetres, millimetres past the post. Bakali cutting back inside, a lovely skill moves from him. He cuts back inside with a scoop turn, goes for goal, but his shot is straight at David Marshall. We squeeze a delight ball through to Zakaria Bakali. Bakali takes on his man, lovely there, but he actually gets fouled in the process as he gets held back. So we've got a chance now. Kingsley Coman to whip the ball in the box, or when he decides to, when the referee decides to let me play, or has the game just frozen? I'm not sure. Yes, it has just frozen, but we still might have got away with it because it comes to Zakaria Bakali. He takes on his man, goes for the goal, and Marshall once again denying Zakaria Bakali. Cardiff have a lovely chance for themselves and Shiplock at the far post with a lovely save there, denying Cardiff from getting themselves in front. But we're really struggling this game. We aren't really struggling defensively, but we're just struggling attacking, if you know what I mean. We're trying to create chances, we just cannot create them. But Yannick Boca here, using his sheer pace, sprinting past everyone. What a goal, a solo goal this could be from Yannick Boca if he could score. We play it to Ruben Loftus-Cheek, out wide to Kingsley Coman, and I think we've messed it up, haven't we? But we've still got the ball. We're trying to find Yannick Boca. Yannick Boca started it off, the scoop turn, then the fake Rabona cuts back inside with a skill move, goes for goal, and Marshall with a really good save, denying Yannick Boca there what would have been probably one of the goals of the series. So Leon Bailey, after just coming on the pitch, has got a lovely chance for us. He cuts back inside, squeezing it through to Yannick Boca, and Boca's fired over the bar. You've got to be kidding me. That was a simple chance for Yannick Boca, and he blazed his effort miles over the bar. But we squeeze the ball through to Frickson Martinez. Martinez trying to use his pace, tries to get through one-on-one, and Ben Turner gets back in the nick of time, but Frickson Martinez does very well there to take on Fabio, then with a scoop turn, and he's still got the ball somehow. I don't know how, but he's still got it. What a goal this could be from Fabio Martinez as we play the ball through to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek through to Boca, and Boca this time finds the back of the net with just 10 minutes remaining. Yannick Boca scores the goal for us, and that was all created by Frickson Martinez down the right hand side. He played the ball through to Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who squeezed it through to Yannick Boca, and Boca on the slide manages to get enough contact on it to squeeze it past Marshall in the Cardiff net with a wonderful goal, and a wonderful team goal for us, wrapped up by a wonderful player. So the final whistle goes and we end up winning the game 1-0. So not the most convincing of victories, but we still managed to bounce back from our loss up against Barcelona by beating Cardiff 1-0 away from home. A lovely team goal by us with the substitute Frickson Martinez, pretty much the creator, and Yannick Boca finishing it off with a lovely goal. So that is in fact it for this episode of Career Mode. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as it is going to be very much appreciated. And don't forget, if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with my latest videos and career modes. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.